In this video, we are going to talk about alternative workspaces and seating arrangements. There are different reasons we may look at alternative seating arrangements for students. One of the first reasons is for regulatory purposes. Students that present with either too high or too low arousal levels may benefit from additional calming or alerting sensations. For more information on what these terms are and what they mean, please refer to the video titled Supporting Attention Span and Focus. Another reason for considering alternative seating plans is to build gross motor skills such as core strength and balance. The first and simplest strategy to offer the student is for the student to stand at his or her desk. If there is the luxury of a standing desk, this would be ideal. But if not, simply allowing the student to stand is a good way to add in some movement. Another simple strategy is to allow the student to lie on his or her stomach while completing tasks. In this position, as they'll be propped up on the elbows, there will be increased pressure to the elbow joints, which may be calming to the student. Next, one of the most common tools is the Wobble Cushion, which is also known as the wiggle seat, balance disc, or fidget seat. The Wobble Cushion is an inflated disc that is often covered in a bumpy texture. This seat allows students to have some additional movement when sitting and can act as an alerting input to the body. There are other similar seats, such as the wedge, where it tilts the hips and pelvis in a forward position to place a student in more of a ready-to-learn position. Some cushions are made of gel and some do not have bumpy textures. The next tool is called a hockey stool. This stool similarly can produce an alerting effect in students by creating an imbalance in which the body would have to correct by moving. Of course, this stool, though popular in classrooms, is not meant for everyone, as some students become too distracted by using it inappropriately. Some students with poor core strength are also at risk for falling off the stool. A similar strategy to the hockey stool, but that doesn't allow for the spinning and falling out of the chair, is to place tennis balls on the opposing ends of the chair legs. This will similarly create an imbalance and allow for some gentle rocking back and forth. Other seating tools that can be trialed that may provide calming or alerting inputs include the following. Some schools have access to movement desks, and these could be great additions to the classroom. In one classroom that I worked in recently, the teacher placed one of these desks at the back of the classroom, and any student that needed some extra movement could have access to the desk. To help with floor seating, such as during carpet time or circle time, you can consider tools such as a cushion, scoop chairs, or floor chairs. These help provide a physical boundary for children that tend to leave their area and can help children with low muscle tone. For students that benefit from a quieter and less sensory stimulating environment, consider using trifold boards and/or headphones. Rearranging where a student sits, whether in the front, middle, or back, can also increase or decrease sensory stimulus. For example, students that are easily distracted may benefit from sitting at the very front of the classroom or the very back. As you can see, there are many different options that we can trial. The first and foremost step is to identify why a student may benefit from alternative seating, and then trial the tools that may support the needs of the student. It is important to note that not all ways of seating, including a regular desk and chair, is for every student.